Do you want to get better at backgammon? One of the best ways to do it is by watching top players play. But sometimes that's just not enough because you don't know their thought process. But that's exactly what we do in this video as two of the best backgammon players of all time, legends and Hall of Famers, Kit Woolsey and John O'Hagan, join me to play a match against each other. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll work on it. If you love backgammon, you can become a member of this channel, giving you exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. Again, in this video, it's my great honor, pleasure, and privilege to have two of the best all time. They need no introduction. I'll welcome them one at a time. We'll start with Kit Woolsey at the top. Hello.
Hi, Alex.
How are you doing today?
Very good.
Welcome back. It's always a pleasure to see you. How's everything been?
Okay.
Anything new and exciting? Going to any tournaments coming up?
No, my next tournament will be the Cherry Blossom.
Oh, that should be good. I did a promotional video with Ben Friesen about that. Okay, fantastic. And at the bottom, John O'Hagan, hello.
Hello, Alex.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, doing fine.
Very good. Cold winter in Indiana.
Yes.
It's raining here and it's in the 50s and I'm too cold already. How's everything been with you, John?
Very good.
Good.
Went to the tournament in New York here recently. I know Kit was there as well, and was planning on going to Texas, but unfortunately that was canceled.
I know.
So the next one for me is Cleveland, and then the Cherry Blossom. So yeah.
That'll be great. Cleveland's not too far from you.
Yeah, it's kind of a 3.5, 4 hour drive. Yeah.
You drive there or you fly?
Yeah, drive.
You drive. Okay. That's convenient. All right. Very good. Good luck and safe travels. All right. We're going to be playing a match on a beautiful Backgammon Galaxy Monte Carlo board with the X22 Paul McGreal Memorial Inlay. These were the colors of the board on Paul McGreal's legendary and seminal book. Backgammon, the XG board, is made by Rain. He makes beautiful XG boards. There's a link in the description to where you can get them. And Kit will be playing the red checkers at the bottom. John, the white checkers at the top, bearing off on the right. 5-point match. And Kit, you had told me you knew Paul McGreal. John, did you know Paul McGreal as well?
Yes.
What is something you remember about him now that we're playing on his memorial board?
Are you asking me or Kit?
Yeah, Kit's already answered this question like in previous videos, so I wanted to give you an opportunity.
I remember watching one of the worst losses you've ever seen in your life, where he was ahead in Monte Carlo one year. He was ahead 15-5 up to 17, and he was clearly just playing on for an undoubled gammon. It was a huge favorite to get it. The opponent rolled some joker, anchored, turned the game around, won, and one disaster after another the rest of the match, and he ended up losing 17-15. And I mean, it would just drive anybody crazy. But McGreal, all he did was he just kind of shook his head and said something like, "Yeah, I just couldn't never win that last game." Walked away. Yeah, that was amazing.
Quite a gentleman. All right, very good. So we'll go ahead and get started. Most important thing is to have fun. Number 2, to learn. You're welcome to consult with me as the guest. The final decision is up to you. I may ask you some questions for the viewers as we have viewers of all levels. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, so 6-5 for Kit, standard.
Run.
Okay. And now 6-2 for John.
6-2, split and down.
Okay. 5-4.
Oh, you're giving me a problem already.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think 24-15.
Right.
As long as we run one check, let's try the other one. Sometimes it's going to get missed, and then we have nobody back. If it gets hit, big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, John.
That would be my choice too.
Yeah, I was recently talking with Thomas Tenlin, who's writing a book on third rolls, and a lot of times he compares the second roll with the third roll. So if John had opened with a 6-2 and you still had 2 checkers back, you would make a different play. But now that you've escaped a checker, you play like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, oh
Yeah.
yeah, certainly be quite a bit different.
Yeah.
A lot of the roles would play differently.
All right. So running play, and now 3-1 for John.
3-1. Okay, so I can make the 10-point hitting. I could hit with the 1 and then play 18 to 15. I think I'll, when in doubt, make a point. I think I'll just make the 10-point hitting.
For the viewers, what would be the benefit of vacating the 18-point?
Well, it leaves fewer ways for Kit to enter and hit back. And but on the other hand, if he does enter and hit back with something that enters the other numbers, a 1 or a 6, I hit back almost half the time. So, and if he doesn't hit, maybe I can make the 18 next time, or run away, or make a good offensive point with various.
Yeah, I think the big thing is, the 10-point, it's nailed down. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about it anymore, because you don't really know at this stage what the game's, what path the game is going to go.
Yeah.
You don't know yet if it's going to be a priming game, a blitzing game, or what have you. But in all variations, just having that 10-point is just so valuable, or
Yeah.
potentially valuable. Yeah, I agree.
It consolidates the position, at least in this portion of the board. Okay. And now 6-1.
Well, and it hit. That's not
And it
close.
hit. Okay. And
Right.
now John, 4-1, not a hitter.
4-1. Okay. I think bar 21, 6-5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of people-
I totally agree. It's a good time to slot. He's got more men back. My force is somewhat duplicated.
Yeah.
All the nice things in life.
Right.
Like sugar and spice. Okay. Double 1.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Good roll.
We'll start by playing 6 to 5 twice. Then we're going to think about it. Oh my gosh. Not at all sure about this, but I think I'm going to play 8 to 7 and 6 to 5.
7, 6 to 5. Did you want to look at anything else?
Well, I did look at a
Oh,
million
you did.
things.
Well, so what did you look at for the viewers?
Well, I could point on him. I could hit loose, or I could play 8 to, the play I made, but play 24 to 23 with the last ace.
So you like 6 to 5?
Yeah, I mean, I prefer the spare on the 6-point, but for the back checker, it's better on the 24-point than on the 23-point, and I think that has highest priority.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting play. I think I would have probably just pointed on the 4-point, but this certainly gives you a 4 prime, and
Yeah,
my threes.
you could well be right. I wasn't sure.
No, I'm not sure either. And my threes after Kit's play are duped to make the 21 or the 5. So
yeah, I mean, part of my feeling was, I only have one man back, so
yeah,
let's just solidify and hope to escape that checker. And if you make the anchor, so what?
That's
But I could well be wrong on that. I mean, hitting and knocking you off my 4-point is certainly valuable.
Yeah.
Of course, the 5-point is better than the 4-point, so who knows?
Right.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one to analyze.
Yeah,
okay.
This is an interesting one. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now double 4.
4-4. All right. 13 to 5, and then make the 4-point.
All right.
That seems pretty clear, even though it leaves the 8-point. I think the alternative of making the 2-point and stripping the 6-point is not worth it.
Yeah.
Like this. These gaps. Yeah.
Yeah, if you had 5 in on the 6-point, that would be another story.
Right. Okay. And now 6-1. So
24-17 hit is very happy.
okay.
John has to produce,
That's
or
right.
Q might be coming.
4-3. All right.
4.
He's
Hit her
sort
with
of
the 4
he's
and play
sort of
6
produced.
to 3.
6-3. Okay.
Okay, now a pause that refreshes. Well, first, let's go through the analysis. First of all, does he have a take now? Yeah, certainly a take now. I mean, my back checker might not make it home, and if it does, he still has plenty of play. So the big question is, assuming my back checker makes it home okay, will I have lost my market? If the answer is yes, then I should probably double, unless I've lost it by a tiny amount. If the answer is no, I won't have lost my market, then clearly I shouldn't double. I'm not a whole lot ahead in the race. Do I have to count the pips myself?
Well, 12
Oh,
pips.
here it is. Well, oh, here's the count. I'm up by 12 pips only. Yeah, so I mean, even if my back checker makes it home, I think he'd still have a take or very close to it. So I would roll.
And
Yeah, and I completely agree. Yeah.
yeah. How do you take other things like gammons and the possibility of gammons and the score into account here?
Well, those are all into my estimate as to whether he will have a take in in other words, the main variation I'm looking at is, I roll like a 5-4 or something and play 17-8, and he rolls something. And now I ask myself, well, if I double now, would he have a take? And since the answer then is, I'm not sure, then there's no reason for me to double now, because he might well have a take after things go well for me.
Yeah. And for the
Yeah.
viewers that are not familiar, the two gentlemen with me today are two of the best match players. I know, John, you're an outstanding resource for people when they're asking about like matches, take points, and gammon values and so forth. And Kit, I learned a tremendous amount from how to play tournament backgammon. That was maybe 20 some odd years ago, but it was still an outstanding book.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Okay, so you want to take a roll, right?
Yeah, I'm going to take a
Okay.
roll.
All right, 5-4.
Like I said, a
5-4.
5-4. Okay.
Be the future. Okay. Now, John, 6-4.
6-4. Okay, so all right. So after the play, I'll be down 11. So it's not that huge. So let's see. What are the possibilities? I can play 2 down from the mid, and play 2 off the 10-point. Or I could play 10-4, 6-2. Well, I could run off the anchor. Since I'm behind, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm not
Oh,
going to.
please run off the anchor.
Right. So what should I do here? Should I down 10? Let's see. What do I gain from keeping the midpoint here? Are there some bad numbers? It forces you to leave a direct shot. I guess it leaves a direct shot on 3-1. Looks like that's about it, though, right? 2-1, 1-1. 1-1 becomes weaker for you. I'm not really sure how to figure out. I'll just play 2 down from the mid.
Yeah. I mean, how long are you going to be able to keep the midpoint anyway, given the.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I agree. Everything else, even 3-1 now leaves a shot. Well, I guess I could play
indirect. Yeah.
I guess I could play 13. No. Well, I mean, the only way I can avoid leading a direct shot is 13-12 and 8-5, and that's ugly. So yeah, I mean, basically, he has it more than I do. Okay, anyway, back to the important stuff.
Okay, and now every roll is a doubling
Every
decision.
roll is a new cube decision. I'm up by 11 pips. Now, the big consideration is I have 5 men on my midpoint. So unless John has a pass now or very close to a pass, there's no reason to double because I can't clear my midpoint in one roll. Whatever I roll,
Is that as important now that John's abandoned his midpoint?
Yeah.
Oh.
In other words, we're looking at the future. I can't. In other words, let's say I had 4 men there.
Okay.
And say I roll double threes or something and bring all 4 down. Now I know I will have lost my market. Unless John does something good. Although I wouldn't lose it by that much. But with 5 men there, I can't clear it. Although I can still do pretty good. See, now, it's the interesting part about this position is the back checker, John's back checker. Is that an asset or a liability? And that's sort of mixed. It's an asset in that it makes it more difficult for me to come home. And if John were farther behind in the race, then it would be, definitely an asset. Now might be a liability because John's best chance might be to get that checker up and out and just, win the race with whatever chance of the 4-point holding game. Anyway, the race is a very big thing. And on the race alone, I don't really have much of a double. And it's not clear to me that the contact favors me or favors John. So it's a double certainly okay, but I'm still going to wait a roll.
Yeah,
So
I also would wait. Yeah.
Yeah. If you had one of these checkers on the midpoint, where say on the 7 or the 6.
Oh, that'd be routine cube.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, I'd be another 6 or 7 pips ahead in the race, and I could clear the midpoint.
Right. Okay. So we'll take a roll.
Yeah, then I'd be.
Oh, there's your 3-1. You both read the future. Fortune teller.
Wow. Well, I have to play it safe. I think. I mean, the alternative is 5-1 hit, which I want to look at it.
Yeah.
No, that checker, knocking that checker off the ace point doesn't really accomplish that much for me because John may want that anyway. So ugly is as ugly does.
Yeah.
So like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely right. And I've heard Kit say, and when you make a safe but kind of ugly play like this, I've heard him say, "This ain't no beauty contest."
That's right. That's right.
It don't have to be pretty if it works.
That's right. John, you were there at Derek Sheeman's seminar on ugly plays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay. Double 6.
Boxes. Okay.
All right.
So I wish the third one was up on the 21 now. This gets back to what Kit was saying about how the checker on the 24. And in some ways it's a liability. In some ways it's an asset. Here it's a liability because I really like to just jump out with all 3. But I'm certainly going to jump out with 2 and cover the 3-point and then play 10-4.
Yeah, that looks pretty routine. I mean, you can't stay back. I mean, John's ahead in the race now, or the race is close, or whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't have a double now.
Don't have the double, of course. Okay. 3-2.
Well, I don't see anything except 12-7.
Yeah.
Yep.
And John, you're still rolling, right?
Yeah.
He's certainly rolling.
6-5. All right. So I think here it is worthwhile to keep a checker on the 10-point. It gives me a spare 6 where I won't have to break off the 15-point. Sometimes XG will ding me for these saving the 6s plays though. So could be wrong, but I'd make the ace point here.
So you're
I think the alternative, which I don't think John really considered,
This?
is breaking the 15-point now. I mean,
That's true, man.
I mean, does that point do you any real good? I mean, yeah, it's nice if you roll a 6-3 or something or that,
Yeah.
but other than that, I've got 4 men on the midpoint. John has 2, so he's going to be on more of a squeeze. So I'd certainly give that consideration.
I should have thought about that. I honestly did
I don't know
not.
the answer.
Yeah,
But
I don't know the answer either, but I wouldn't be shocked if that's right at all. Yeah. And
I
you're
agree
right.
that
I
making
should have thought about it.
the ace point is better than any other screw around play.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You are able to consult and change your decision, John, and then we'll let them know once we submit it to BMAB.
Well, I mean, I've already said my choice, make the ace point. So I'm not going to change now, even though I could be making a mistake.
Okay. All right.
I still don't have anything.
Okay. 6-4.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is certainly interesting. I mean, obviously I could point on him or I could just bring 2 men down. Pointing on him has the advantage of pointing on him. It unstacks the heavy 5-point, but it goes deep in a position where, well, I'm not really trying to prime him. I'm just sort of trying to win, and bringing 2 men down. It's another builder, but it's also a target, and I would not want to get hit. So I think pointing on him is really pretty clear.
Analysis. Very good. All right.
I don't know. I think I would have played bigger 2 down.
2 down.
Wow.
Because the
Really?
race is close. Yeah, I mean, it does give me 4, jokers.
Again, it gives you 4 winners, and it doesn't gain that much.
Yeah.
And at least I'm
Well,
unstacking the heavy 5-point here.
okay. All right.
We'll see.
All right.
See.
Let's see. Okay. Double 3. Okay, so 1.
1, and then 10 to 7, and then 5 to 2 twice.
Right. Good shift.
Okay.
I mean, the 2 points as good as the 5-point. You don't want to leave yourself completely
Here,
inflexible.
just look how much better this would have played if I had done what Kit suggested with the previous 6-5. That I wouldn't have had to
Right. That's part
5
of it.
to 2. Anyway.
Okay. So now, Kit, you're behind by 16 pips.
That's nice.
Not enough for a double, right?
I'm not even sure I'm winning. Yeah, it's
All
usually a good idea to be winning. Oh, nice roll.
3-1.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
So what's plan B?
Well, I'm sorry.
I said, what's plan B? Because there's not really a good plan A.
Oh, well, I can clear the 8-point. I can play 5 to 1, or I can do something that's a little riskier. I mean, if I'm going to take a chance, my play is 7 to 3, hit 7 to 6, which is nice and flexible.
Like,
Well,
you mean this? 7-4, 7-6?
I'm sorry, I missaw it. Never mind. Forget that. A 5 to 1 just looks thick. I mean, not only to take a checker out of play, but it's very harmful in the race. In a position where it's likely to turn into a race. So I don't like this.
yeah, that looks horrible.
I think I have to clear the 8-point. At least it's more flexible, and it doesn't. I mean, the 8-point's a great blocking point, but it's not that vital. It's only vital if John rolls a 5 something.
Okay.
And I don't think I
You
can
could
afford
have made the 4-point there, leaving a 4 shot.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking about when I mentioned before. But I mean, leaving a shot and leaving a direct shot is just death in a position where in the race I'm far from dead, and if I get away with it, I haven't won.
Yeah.
So I would play 8 to 5, 8 to 7.
Yeah. Okay.
The other thing that's interesting is, as compared to the previous play, now the 5-point is open instead of the 2-point, so that might make a difference.
Not really. I mean, I'm getting hit is just loses. Period. Doesn't matter what points open.
Okay, so
Yeah,
3-1 like this.
yeah. You don't
Okay,
have to.
All right,
now 6-5.
5,
Yeah,
well, 22 to 11. It's
plays pretty
1,000,000%.
quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Now 3-2.
Well, I guess we just play 13 to 8.
And now I think this is the first time I've had two guests who have laws named after them. So let's start with you, John, because you're on a roll. Please tell us about O'Hagan's law in terms of doubling.
Yeah, it's, it works fairly well, but nothing's perfect. But it goes like this. In a money game or normal score, if you have 9 out of 36 market losers and you're doing all right on the others, you probably have enough for an initial double.
Okay,
And
great.
remember, a market loser is a sequence. So therefore, not all of your good numbers are market losers because the opponent might roll something good in response. And not all your average numbers are not necessarily not market losers because the opponent might roll a horrible number that really ruins their position.
Right. So you have to
So,
subtract any anti-jokers, right?
well, yeah,
Net
I'm
market
sorry,
loser.
you need a net of 9, yeah. So there are
And
no
that's
jokers here, though.
that's like 9 out of 36. So you're considering your rolls, but you could also consider the opponents, as you mentioned.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's works fairly well. All right, so what is it? 102, 84 to 102. So in a
18
straight
pips.
race, Kit would not have a take. And I do have 9 numbers that clear both of those two checkers. And unless he rolls something really good in response, I will lose the market. So it looks like a double to me.
Okay. And I'd like to give Kit the same opportunity to explain to the viewers Woolsey's law, please.
Yeah, well, I would not go through John's analysis before I went through Woolsey's law because Woolsey's law has priority. John will agree with that.
Yeah,
First,
I agree.
first question is it a take? Yes, no, or I'm not sure. And from John's point of view, if his answer is I'm not sure, you don't need O'Hagan's law. You just
Right.
double. It's
Yeah,
only when it's definitely a take that O'Hagan's law comes into play.
I agree, and I should have mentioned that. And I agree 100% with what you said.
And here, I mean, certainly from John's point of view, I could not look at this and immediately say, this is a take. So he doesn't have a problem. He has a routine double.
So, all right.
So now
we'll double.
Yeah.
Okay. And now take or
Now,
pass.
so now is it a take? Let's not yes, nor I'm not sure. Now I have to make an answer since I'm the one being doubled. So what's the racing behind? Yeah, 18 pips. That's a chunk. I mean, considering that my final take point, assuming the distribution's roughly equal, is about an 10 or 11 pip deficit. And I'm 8 pips worse than that. So do I have enough in the contact? I don't have too much in the contact. I mean, John's going to have about 2 or 3 rolls to roll 6-5, 6-4, 5-4, or any doubles except double threes, which will gin him. So he's, probably even money to not even have to leave his shot. And if he leaves that shot, I have to hit it. So, of course, while he's playing safe, he's going to have to crunch a little, which helps me in the race. But overall, I don't think I have enough. If he were back in my 16 point, then he'd have fewer ways to get home safely. And I think that would swing it. But here, I think I'm so far behind in the race, and John has enough chances to just make it a straight race that I do not think it's a take.
And at this score, 5-away, in general, you can take deeper in non-gammonish positions, but you have to be more cautious in gammonish positions.
At this score, it's just money.
Well, actually, Alex is right by a percent or two. It's a little bit easier to take.
Yeah, but the percent is so small that
I agree. I agree. It's small.
I mean the argument at this score is you don't want John to be 4 away. 3 away isn't that much of it's a good improvement for him from 4 away, but not that much. And that's the argument. But I just don't think it's there.
Yeah.
So if I was Kit, the way I would think about it is I'd say, first of all, I try to estimate my racing chances. And then I have to figure, okay, then how often do I have to hit a shot and win to bring me up to having a take? So the formula I use when the pip counts are such that one side's way ahead, like I am here, is the Kleinman racing formula. D squared divided by S, D being the difference squared, and then divided by S being the sum. But before you do the D and the S, you first subtract 4 from the side on roll. So 80 to 102. So that S is going to be 182. And D squared is going to be 22 squared, which is 484. Divided by 182. So that's going to be about 2.5. And a Kleinman of 2.0 makes you about 84 to 16. 3.0 is 89. So it's roughly halfway in between there. So that's like maybe 12%. So he needs, say, like out of 100 games, he wins 12, maybe that way. And then he needs to win 10 more of the others to bring him up to have a take. So I guess I would agree it's a pass, but I'm really not sure because I am going to waste some pips. So
Yeah.
Right.
One thing which I think have to take into consideration is that John's race is not as good as it seems, because if he doesn't cut safe, he's not going to volunteer a shot. Yeah.
Right.
So if he doesn't get safe in the next two rolls, he's going to start bringing checkers deep, which hurts him in the race.
Absolutely.
Whereas I'm going to fill in decently.
Yeah. Yeah.
So his racing edge in that sense isn't as big as his estimate says, but
Exactly.
I still think it's a pass.
All right.
Very good. So we'll
see
pass
what
this.
our friend XG says here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see in a moment. We'll pass this, and I was gonna ask you while we're between games, John, a trivia question. Of course, in matches we don't have the Jacoby rule, but the question is: there are 2 players all time in the world who have been inducted into Hall of Fame for both backgammon and bridge. Do you know who they are?
I'm sure Kid is one of them.
That is true. I am one of them.
And the other one,
I gave you a little hint.
It should be pretty easy. I know who it is.
Who else plays bridge in backgammon? You gave me a hint, you said.
I mean, past tense.
Yeah, I really don't know who the other one
It's
is.
the rule. It's the rule they have in money games. Oh, you don't play money games, so you don't know.
It's going to be 3, as a matter of fact, I think.
Oh yeah. Who's going to be the third?
I think Crawford is going to be inducted.
Yes,
I think I read that someplace.
So it is Oswald Jacoby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacoby, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So 4 away, 5 away, and one of the things I think I mentioned to you before, John, 4 away, 5 away is the only score in a 5-point match where the leader can double more aggressively, both in gammonish positions and in non-gammonish positions.
Yeah.
Okay, so now 2-1 for Kit.
Thought.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And now 6-3. Okay.
Run, do 1s and 3s. Run out to the 15.
So there's also, I've seen this play for this. I don't remember if it's like this with the 6-3 or this.
Yeah, this is a close second.
Yeah.
And if, I was at a score where gammons helped me more than hurt me, I would do that. Reverse split and down, but I don't think it applies here.
Okay. And then 5-3.
It's
That plays itself.
Great roll. Okay.
And if Sean rolls badly, I'm looking. Oh,
Okay.
he did roll
All right.
badly. Hold it.
Hold it. Okay, so you're up by 12 pips, have a 2-point board, and they're down 5-way, 4-way.
No. Don't go through all that crap.
Okay.
There's only one thing you say. The only thing you ask is it a take? Yes, no, or I'm not sure. That's all you ask. Now, can I look at this position and say, boy, if I were in John's shoes, I would snap this up like in 2 seconds? Hell no, I couldn't. I mean, it's prompt. I think it's a take, but I couldn't stake my life on it. And as soon as there's any doubt in my mind as to whether it's a take or not, it's a double. It's that easy.
So there you go. You want to double.
Yeah.
Okay. And now John,
Yeah, and I think it's a pretty clear take.
pretty clear take.
So, I mean, the gammons are real valuable for both of us. And one interesting thing about this score is if I take and turn, get lucky and turn the game around and it becomes a straight race, his take point on a 4 cube is his match winning chance if he drops, which will be 26%. So there's a lot of cube big as well. So definitely a take.
Okay. All right, now 5-2.
It didn't do a whole lot. I don't really see a good 5, so I guess we're going to have to play 13 to 11 and 6 to 1 hit and hope for the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 6 to 1 was right, but maybe play the 2 to the 9 point.
9-point to get a little closer.
As a builder for the 3 and the 4.
Yeah, but I just like having those assets.
Oh,
Okay.
well, I dance, so gets on rolling.
Now kid's gonna roll again, double 2.
Huh. Well, I can't really cover, so I guess we're going to make the 4-point.
You could cover like this.
No, thanks.
Make the 4-point. There you go.
Well, yeah, okay.
Made the 4-point.
So now I have to decide whether to split or go to the 9-point. I'm not really sure, but I think because I might get hit, splitting could be awfully handy. So I think I would split in the back. I could be wrong on this one.
One time you told me in for a penny
Yeah, I would have definitely played to the 9.
to the 9. Okay.
Yeah, that way, if I roll a 3, he's got more ammunition aimed at me. So
Like this. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll split, see what happens.
Yeah, I would have done that if I didn't have the blot.
6-6. Wow.
Double 6. You're rolling a lot of doubles, John. Okay.
Yeah.
3-1.
Okay, I'm not split. I don't really need to make an anchor because he's not threatening anything. So I think I would play 11 to 7, which is a cover for that checker on that ace point, which I really would like to make.
Would you consider breaking the 8 to give you 2 covers for the ace point?
Huh?
Would you consider playing 2 off the 8 to get 2 covers for the ace point?
I'm not breaking the 8 point. I mean, that's a valuable point if John comes in. I don't have that much ammunition.
Yeah, I think this is definitely the right one.
Okay. 6-2. Okay. Now 3-2.
Oh boy. Well, I rolled an air ball, so I have to hit. Nothing else left.
How do you want to hit?
Take a guess.
Well, there's this one. And there's also this one.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, I could switch. Let me see. Could be right, actually. Uh, hmm. Oh, so we're gonna hit with a two, and no, yeah. No, I'm sorry, that's not right. Yeah, we'll hit with a two in all variations. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we have to play a three. Uh, hmm. So if I play 4-1, he rolls a two. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Let's look at the other play again. 7-4, yeah. Uh, I think I'd make the purer play, but I'm not sure about this one.
Like this. Okay.
Yeah, I think I would have tried the more blitzy approach, but wouldn't want to bet my life on.
I know. I've heard that called the lava blitz. Like this.
I mean, it's nice when it works, but it's worse when
It doesn't work,
it
right.
ain't. So
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I think I would have played 4-2, 4-1. Yeah.
Okay. 6-5. Look at this.
Yeah, I can't roll with the damn. Jeez.
6-1 now.
The ace is easy. Don't have to think about that one. Yeah, no reason not to play 13-7.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks right.
Double one. Another double. 5-3.
All right, I got to maximize my builders with 11-6 and 8-5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Another double one. I think these are the Backgammon Galaxy dice that come with this board, John.
That's right. We should show this match to
Make-
Costa.
Yeah, that's obvious.
4-1. At least it wasn't a double this time. All right.
Bring another builder in.
More
Keep
builders.
going. Yeah,
Now you are risking 5-5 there, so
I'll take my chances.
I realize that, but I mean, I'm just pointing out to the viewers that
Oh yeah,
Right.
maybe 24-21 is worth a look. But okay,
Double three.
3-3.
let's see. Okay, so we were in the back checker as far as it can go, and then play A2-5. Looks right.
Yep. Hey,
Three. No. 6-1.
All right, another builder. 15-8.
Okay. 5-3 plays okay.
Yeah, I understand. I could roll double fives, but
Double five, yeah.
that's not the way to bet.
But yeah. Well, it comes in right away. Okay. 4-3.
Well, we're going to hit with a three. And our builders are already in good place, so move on out.
Okay.
yep.
5-3. Not this time. 5-1.
Cover with a five is easy, and it looks like 8-7. I want to keep the checker on the 4-point
All
as
right.
far back as it is.
Right.
Now, of course, you have good gammon chances.
Three is easy from the back. Let's look at the ace here. 7-6 is probably the most flexible. We really don't want to be on the bar point. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just a matter of flexibility. Okay, so 15-11. Yeah.
Now 3-2.
3-2. I guess 11-6.
The idea is the gammon is pretty assured, so you really want to clear the 6 points. So you don't want extra checkers here, but there's nothing else that would be clean.
No, I'll clear it next roll. You know, whatever I roll, I'll clear it. Yeah, I want spares in the 4 and 3 points.
Right.
You
So
know,
like
they're the
6-3 would be
buckets.
good. Yeah, okay. 6-4, okay, so 6-4.
Yep,
6-4 again.
yeah.
All right. Okay, comes in. 6-4 again. Now
I
2-1.
didn't have enough. I didn't have enough spares on the 4 and 3 points.
All right. Let's see what happens. 5-4. Here's your shot,
Oh,
John.
Here's where I needed the spares.
Or,
Oh, no, but you double six is good for the race.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
All right, so yeah, go 19 to 13 twice, and then 13 to 7.
Sometimes I like to keep a checker in the opponent's board to help with the PR decision.
Well, that's true.
Do you want to keep it back?
No, no.
Okay, okay. Okay. So we'll play this out. 4-1.
Yeah, 9 and 7 to 6.
Okay. 1. Double 4.
Let's see. 13 to 9 with how many? At least 2.
These 2.
Probably all 4.
Oh, 4. Okay. 6-3 is forced. 2-1. 2 crossovers.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Oh, I think it's gin, right?
yeah.
So now 4-2. Of course,
For
you'll make
me, yeah,
All right,
makes
what's the score here? 4-1.
4-1.
Okay. So the first thing I do when we get to a Crawford game, do gammons matter? First question you have to ask yourself. And it's very simple. If the opponent has an even number of points to go or an odd number of points on his score, assuming you're playing to an odd number of points, which everybody does, then gammons matter. If opponent has an odd number of points to go or an even number of points on his score, gammons don't matter. You can
right,
take one look and do this. It has to be automatic.
right.
First thing you look at, okay, gammons matter. I mean, this could affect our checker play, both of ours, significantly.
Right. So if you were to roll a double 2 now, how would you play it? Hit.
That's an interesting question. I would not. I would. Oh boy. I think I would play 24 to 20 twice, even though it's not the best play.
For money, you would make the 4 and the 22, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And actually, I think at this score, that would be the right play too, because this is not gammon save for him. I
Not
mean,
true gammon save. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So 4-2.
Yeah, I'll make it 4-point, obviously.
Okay.
Okay.
6-1.
The bar play.
Easy game. 5-4.
Well, we're certainly going to split with a 4. And once he's made his bar point, I want to, get off of his ace point. I think largely because of the score, I think I'd keep going.
So,
Because I really would not like to be pointed on, even though I want to play 13 to 8 to even out my distribution.
okay. So you'd like to run.
Yeah, but I would not do this at an even score.
Okay.
I would play 13 to 8 at an even score.
All right, so certainly hitting with the 3, and with the 2, I can either cover the 8, which looks good, or I can bring another builder, and I think just cover it, right?
Yeah, I think that's clear.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the fourth part of the prime.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll grab it.
4-2.
4-2 for me, 24-20 and 13-11.
11. Okay.
Yeah, well, 24 to 20 part, you can do that without thinking. When the other guy has an advanced anchor, don't
Right,
sit on his ace point. You've got to go for one yourself.
right.
Otherwise, you're going to find yourself on the wrong end of a priming battle. And as for the deuce, I'm honestly not sure. I mean, he's stripping the midpoint, leaving the indirect shot, and the builder on the 11 point isn't really that great. It doesn't do that much. he might be right to play 24 to 22.
Ah,
No, just get them both going.
yeah,
I'm not sure that this. I
yeah.
doubt if it somehow doesn't feel right to play 13 to 11, having something else to worry about. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're right. It only helps a handful of rolls, so, yeah. But I would still do it over the board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
They say,
know.
they say one man's blot is another man's builder.
That's right.
Okay. 4-1. Aha.
We're gonna hit with the ace. We don't have to think about this one. Now, 13 to 9 is certainly pretty if I don't get hit, but if I do get hit, I don't like it. So I think we'll just whack another checker. I'll look and this again. I've already got the advanced anchors, so that argues more for this sort of play. Yeah, okay, I'll go with this.
Would you give any consideration to just like 13 to 8?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, I would not either. It's
my
definitely
board's as
between the
big as
double
his.
hit.
I have an advanced anchor. Why would I? Should I let him make my 5 point?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this, I don't know, 13-9 is
13 to
tempting.
9 does look pretty.
Yeah.
It's nice when it works, so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
I don't
it's
know.
not nice.
I'll go with a
But
double hit though.
Okay. 3-2.
Yeah.
Okay. And now it's 6-2. Okay.
Well, what do you know? That little checker on that 11 point comes back to haunt him, I hope. Yeah.
All right. And
Okay.
now 5-1.
All right, hit with the 1
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
and hit with the 5 also.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Here comes trouble.
Uh-oh.
Maybe, uh-oh.
Double
Oh,
3.
yes.
Wow. There's
That's a
2.
roll, and we make our 5 point.
The rack.
That is a roll.
Okay.
All right.
4-2. Okay. So here's the 2.
And then with the 4, I either play 8 to 4 or 22 to 18. So what will it be? Let's see here. Race is pretty close. This does leave 6s and 5s for you to hit. I do have 3 checkers back, so fourth one might give me a chance of making a second anchor. No, I think I'll play kind of the safer 8 to 4.
Yeah.
I would play 22 to 18, and I think the score is a serious consideration here.
Yeah.
In other words, that play is more likely to get gammon, but gammons don't matter to him.
This is true. Yeah.
And it's the play that feels right. I mean, he's so thin in the outfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we shall see.
Let's see.
It's certainly reasonable.
Now 4-2.
4-2. Well, since he gave me the whole outfield, I guess I'll take advantage of it.
Like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Wait a minute. Well, I have to play the 4. I think. Yeah, go ahead. Leave the indirect shots. He doesn't have to roll them.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks right.
6-2. Okay. Pick your poison.
6-2. So I think I want to hit on the 15.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you like better about hitting on the 15 as compared to the 14?
Gives me more ways to anchor on his 3-point if he doesn't hit me. And whereas the other way, I'm, forced to run off the 22 point, and with various bad sequences, I might not be able to get my back checkers out.
Right. Okay. Very good.
I agree for all these. It just looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
All right.
2-1. I'll end with a 2 and a hit. That's easy.
5-4 doesn't come in.
Aha.
Work to do.
5-1. It doesn't do anything on the offensive side, so let's pop that back checker out.
All right,
Agreed.
5-3. 3.
Yeah,
22 and sometimes I'm sort of a midpoint aholic. And I don't hit off the midpoint when I should. I don't think you're supposed to break the midpoint to hit here. So I think you got to play 23 to 18.
Yeah,
I would have hit, but I'm not sure.
yeah. Okay,
And I was afraid that the return hits are just
too much. Okay, 4-1.
much.
Well, we get to make what I
No.
well actually this is what I call the Thompson point because he was very big on blocking that deep prime. So that's what I would do.
Make the 9.
Nine.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
it's nothing else anyway. But
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
I mean, in other words, this is a quite valuable point when the opponent's on your 3-point, and
yeah.
I'm not really joking about this.
right?
Right.
Is that the? Did you say is it the Stan Thompson?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah. He's a very pure sort of play. He was a very pure sort of player.
Okay. 5-1.
1. All right, make the 18. Well, let's see.
Let's
I
see.
could make the 17, couldn't I?
Or you could hit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hit. All right, well, let's see here. Let's see, if I make the 17, you can, if you want to attack with 6s and 3s. I think I'll just stick with the 18, 24 to 18.
What about something like this to increase your flexibility so you can play 6s and 5s off here and you have a spare there?
Well, if he ends up winning or making his 7 or 8 point, I won't like that. I generally like the 18 point
Okay,
just
18.
as much as the 20. So
Okay.
seems like it's valuable here.
All
I
right.
have no idea.
Yeah. 4-3.
4-3. Well, it looks like is there anything other than 17 to 10? If there is, I don't see it. So let's do it.
What about 13-9, 17-14? Do you want to look at it?
Yeah, you could do that, but I think I'd want him to be hitting off of my 18
This one, right.
off of my bar point. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This just looks better.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. 5-4.
5-4. Okay, 22 to the midpoint.
Okay.
Oh, getting off that 22 point now, are you, huh?
Yes.
Double 2. Okay.
Well, isn't that cute? I guess we just play 22 to 20 twice and 10 to 6.
You wouldn't make a
I
fancy
think
shifting play, would you?
I can consider shifting, but I don't think it gains that much.
And then like that, maybe.
Yeah, it's a small turn. It's a small time gain. I mean, the thing is that check is where I want it. It's blocked on. Its 6s are blocked. No, I'm going to go with my original play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6-3.
All right, 13 to 7, 6-3.
Okay.
Seems pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Now 5-1.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Do I really have to hit here? Oh, what's plan B? Plan B sucks. All right, let's whack him away.
Seems clear to me.
Okay. Double 4. Didn't come in. 6-1. So cover.
Plays itself.
Very good. 5-1. Okay, so there's the 1.
7-2.
Okay. 5-4.
Off with his head.
Need a deuce.
6-1. No. All right. Double 1. Look at that.
It's prime.
Swifty shifty.
That's what that Kent Golden calls it. Nifty shifty. All right. 6-3. 3-2.
Okay. I'm trying to look ahead. I mean, I can leave my checkers any place I want because he's got those two blots. It's just a question of what am I trying to do? Oh my God. I mean, let's say he comes in in the next couple of rolls. Do I want to be trying to, scrambling away from my back anchor, which I probably can safely, and then just come in against the bar point holding game? Or do I want to try to pressure on the 4 point now and put him away? I think I want the pressure if he comes in. So,
Okay.
and I think I get that max, because if he comes in on the next roll, I want the pressure. So I want maximum pressure. I want 13 to 11, 13, 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's right.
Yeah.
It's
We
difficult.
shall see. 6-2.
Wouldn't mind slotting, except I don't have an immediate cover. Well, actually, I can make an immediate cover. Hold on.
That.
Back it up. Of course, he gives some hit and cover, and I am winning the game, so I don't really need it necessarily. I think I just need to have men aimed at the 4 points. So if he comes in, I can whack him. If he doesn't come in, I can just come around and win. So I think it's a simple-minded 13 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would have run off the 20 point with the 6 and then play 13-11 with
Yeah.
Could be right.
Okay. So John
Yeah.
didn't come in. Another roll.
Yeah.
5-2.
So, all right. I think we're going to take John's advice partly and play 20 to 15 and 11 to 9. Same theme. Just
Yeah.
have the build as I'm really trying to take advantage of those two blots John has in his inner board. In other words, if he
Right.
comes in and hits, he can't do anything more than that. So
Yeah.
suddenly I'd have a double shot. Yeah.
Okay.
Need a 4.
Here it
Okay, you
is.
got it. There's
There it
the 4.
is, and a 6. All
Yes.
right. So
This is the sort of thing I was looking
Yeah.
ahead on.
yeah.
And my
So-
reasons for these plays, right or wrong.
Yeah, this
So
is
the naval saying comes into play here. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.
Yeah. What else can you do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You're damned if you do and damned if you don't, right?
That's right.
All right. Now,
Now I get to punish those
3-1.
blots.
Okay. So
We know what to do with the 3.
3.
And the 1, probably not a big deal. I don't know. I guess 15 to 14 is okay.
Now,
Another 4.
3-2. Not this time. Okay. 6-1.
6-1. If I can get that second checker, it'll really be all over with. So I guess we want to play 20 to 14 and 9 to 8. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that
Okay.
looks right. I mean, you can't escape with a 4, so this way you have a good 4 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
3-1. Wrong 4. At least it was a 4. 4-3. Okay. So
Whack him.
and a 3.
4 and the 3 comes down 14 to 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't continue. Okay. Now you're thinking of a number.
Yeah.
That was part of it. 5-2.
When in doubt, whack him out.
Whack them out. No, no.
That could-
5-1.
Ace
So
is easy. Ace
out.
is, yeah, right. Yeah, with a 5.
Yeah,
Right.
okay. All right. So 5-2.
to bring him around. And in these positions, by the way, a lot of players worry about double sixes. Don't worry about them. I mean, the chance that you roll double sixes and your opponent then rolls a six is less than 1 in 100. What you want to do is you want to keep flexible and prepare to have your checkers stuffed on the 5 and 4 points or the 4 and 3 points for later problems. That's much more important that you have a smooth position than that you worry about double sixes. Just
Here,
general thoughts.
here you wouldn't worry about double threes, would you?
Double threes are fine.
It's okay. Okay.
Clear this. They clear the 6 point.
Okay. 6-4.
See, now I can bring 2 men in, and now I have a smooth position.
Like so.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
6-2.
6-2. Yeah. Right. Safe. I'm just trying to win the game, and now I've got two. Now I've got the spares where I want them on the 4 and 3 points. Yeah.
Double three.
Yeah. Looks like I'll need those spares. Yeah. Clear from the back. Yeah, John's in, and I win.
And
That's
that
it.
Yeah. All right. Now we'll analyze the match. Well played by both as expected.
Excuse me. What was my PR? You said well played. So I played terribly.
Compared to the average viewer, this is outstanding. All right. So this one, it didn't count your 6-5. That improved. There. Okay. So the 6-5 was straightforward. The
6-2,
5-4 was the one that, yeah.
24 to 20, 13 to 8 was better. Huh.
I am surprised to see that. Yeah.
I'm a little surprised also. Maybe the 6 duplication is what it's all about.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, it is a prettier play. There's no question about it. I mean, you unstack the heavy midpoint, you get a spare on the 8 point.
Yeah.
And it's 6 to do. Okay. Live and learn.
Yeah. Okay. And then this one was making the 10 point as discussed.
Yeah.
And the 6-1 was clear to come in and hit. The 4-1. Okay, so not a lot of people would want to make this play, but you like the duplication.
Yeah, duplication of 4s and somewhat duplicated.
I mean, everything goes for it. He's behind in the race already. He's got, so he calls for riskier plays. He's unstacking the heavy 6 point. The 4s are duplicated. Everything argues for it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's just a reflex play.
Okay, and then this one, oh yeah, so these were close. John, you said you like this one.
Yeah, making the 4 0.009, so it's a tough.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess you could afford to do something like that, leaving this return shot with the blot on the other side.
That's probably might be the deciding factor.
Okay, and then this one, you made the rack like discussed. Okay, and then 6-1 was a good roll, and the 4-3. Oh wow! Look, it liked stepping up here.
Yeah, bringing the other one up.
I mean, I think
it was a liability.
Yeah, we saw what happened. I guess the stripped points out here, you want something to play a 6.
Well, the key thing is he's alive in the race.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, that's an easy mistake to make. I didn't even see it.
Yeah. I moved it pretty quickly.
What's my cube look like here?
Yeah, this is what we were thinking about. Not yet.
Not yet. Not even close. Okay.
Right. Okay. The 5-4 was straightforward. The 6-4. These two were close. All these plays were close.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What's my cube look like?
Cube here.
After this play. Yeah.
Now it's creeping up.
Getting closer. Every roll's a new cube decision.
This is true.
So on move 6 by that's white. I'm sorry.
No, you got it right. Well,
yeah.
The other play was it was close, huh? Okay.
Yeah, they were close. Yeah. Okay. And the 3-1, you had to do the ugly play, right?
Yeah.
And the double 6 was good. You came out, put you back in the race.
Yeah. Now I know what my cube decision is.
Yeah. No double. Okay. And
well, now it's not even worth looking at.
And this one, yeah, saving the 6.
6-4 was,
That's better than clearing the 15, huh?
yeah, but it's my
Clear.
play. My play was a blunder, huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 2 down is right here,
Oh,
I guess let's look at the final position here.
I can't convince my. I mean, maybe. I guess what's going to I see what's happening. See, the problem after my play is that my 3s and 4s are terrible. That's what's going on.
Yeah, you've got a playoff here,
Yeah.
right?
Well, no, they can't play off there. The 3
Yeah,
doesn't
that's what I'm saying. You have
come
these
off
spears
there.
that you'd like to play off here, but you can't play them very well with 3s and 4s, as you mentioned.
Well, I can't play it on all of the 3, and with the 4, it comes into possibly the shot range. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I know
Yeah.
thematically my play looks all right. I think is all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the double 3 was the shifting play.
Yeah.
And then here, look at that. It did like leaving the shot.
Wow.
13 to 9.
I guess when you're behind in the race,
Yeah,
don't race.
yeah, yeah.
This was the call it the ugly play. This would have hurt Malcolm Davis's eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then the
Yeah,
6.
this is just all the race, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, because if our race were 10 pips closer, I know this would be the right play.
Right, right.
Yeah. I mean,
But the fact is that if he escapes with a 5 or a 6, I'm in immediate big trouble.
we can look at that here.
Yeah. Now, there's one. Don't worry about it. There's one point which a lot of people don't know about XG,
Like this.
and that is, as we know, he doesn't have a cube now, but he's approaching one.
Yeah. Here. Yes.
And when a player is approaching a cube, the size of errors tends to double.
Okay.
Yeah. In other words, if you took the same position, but let's say John had already doubled for some reason, my error wouldn't be anywhere near 0.235. It would be 0.1 something or other. Go ahead, take a look at that. That's going to be instructive.
Like this.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 88 millipoint error.
Right.
Or-
Instead of a
235.
0.235 error.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's less than half. Yeah.
Yeah, less than half.
Okay.
This is something which is very important. I wish they could change it, but I think there are technical reasons why they can't change that. So I just have to filter it into my thinking.
Okay.
Change what aspect about it? The sizing.
Huh?
What are you referring to? Change what?
To change what those numbers mean.
So another thing you can look at is the cubeless equity. In this position with the cube turned, it's negative 254.
Yeah.
With the center cube, it's negative 251, almost exactly the same. So it's the difference between the cubeless equity and the cubeful equity, which is the cube impact, that makes the difference, which is what you're referring to.
Yeah.
So you can see it that way, but I mean, it requires more math. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Wait a minute. That can't be right. The cubeless equity cannot be equal. You're doing something wrong.
So here, if you
Minus
hover over,
251, and after 13 to 9, what is it?
oh no, I'm not comparing this with
I'm
13.
comparing 13 to 9 with 8 to 7, 8 to 5.
Oh, I was comparing the cubeless equity with the cube in the different positions.
Oh, no, that's meaningless.
Yeah. Oh,
That-
13.9. Yeah, it's negative 164.
Yeah. But I'm just saying the size of the error. I mean, it's certainly an error, no question about that. I believe. But the size of the error isn't nearly as big as those numbers indicate.
We can look at it as
We just did.
the cost of the error, though, is 1.81%. And here it's 1.31%.
Well, it's just not as big.
Yeah,
as those numbers indicate. That's all I'm trying to say.
yeah,
And so people, who look at this and say, "Oh my God, a double Whopper with cheese." Yeah, it was a bad play, but it really wasn't your normal double Whopper with cheese.
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say, and
Okay,
almost nobody realizes this.
right. Okay.
All
And then
right,
6-5 was just to run, and then 3-2, and this was a double, and it was
double and a moderate pass. Okay,
Yeah.
so
now,
that
of course,
assessment was correct. All
too
right.
big, too big a racing lead, right? So,
Yeah, the assessment was right for all the
yeah.
reasons we thought.
So if we make it closer now, now the lead is 12 pips. Oh, this is now it's a take.
Oh, 12 pips, it's an easy take. My God. 12 pips, I'd have to be looking at whether it was a double or not.
Now it's close. Now it's like almost borderline. 15 pips.
Oh, 15 pips, it would be a close take.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was the first game. All right.
Yeah.
Move forward to the next game. The 2-1 and the 6-3. Yeah, this is what we were talking about. Okay. And the 5-3 was good. Couldn't move. And now this was a double. And it was a take.
Right. But it was a clear double and a clear take. If you look
Yeah.
at the numbers. Yeah, this is the sort of cube. I mean, it's not very hard to take this, but this is the sort of cube that so many players will say, well, yeah, I have the advantage, but it's not that great. It's early in the game. Let's see what happens. That's the one big mistake you can't afford to make. You can't afford to wait and see what happens.
If this were the first game of the match, 5 away, 5 away.
Irrelevant, 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 irrelevant.
Okay.
There's too much. I mean, one favorable swing, I make any improvement and he flunks or comes in badly, and it's a big market loss.
Right.
And you can't afford the big market losses. That's the one thing you can't afford. You have to double before they happen. Things
Okay.
go bad. If things go badly on the next exchange, so what? I'm still winning. I've got my 5 point, and he can't do anything. Anything I do is going to improve my position. Yeah. So I mean, this is just a must cube. Now, if he were in at all, if he weren't on the bar, put that checker any place other than the bar, and it would be another story. But the fact that he's on the bar means he needs half his roll to get in, so he can't make a big improvement, and sometimes he flunks.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this would be okay.
All right. So, and then there was a 5-2, which was it likes splitting here and actually bringing one down. But then,
It like not hitting, huh?
yeah, I guess you don't have direct covers. Even this one, this one,
Like and John was right. 11-9 was better. If I'm hitting 11-9 was
yeah,
better.
that was the best hit. Okay. And then couldn't come in. Then it was the double 2. Oh yeah, this was the 11-9 that you were talking about, John.
Yeah.
Get the
Yeah,
cover for the 3 point.
yeah, but okay. I'm convinced. I was playing this too conservatively.
The
It's
3-1 was there.
I mean, it's not just aiming at the 3 point. It's another builder for the ace point. Just better.
Yeah.
I don't need to do what I did.
And then after the 6-2, it was this one.
Three
There.
two.
Yeah. Blitzing play, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I made a bad play.
Here now, these two are direct covers.
Yeah. This is obviously better.
Yeah. Okay.
I just didn't see the position right.
Okay. And then it was the 6-1. You were blitzing. Okay. And then the 5-3 was bringing builders. A lot of this was straightforward. You made the point. Here brought the builder. This was close. It liked
No,
getting.
it wasn't close. It wasn't close. This is worth looking at.
Yep.
I mean, in other words, the idea is, first of all, the builder on the 4 point isn't that well placed. I'd rather it be on the 5 or 6 point. On the 10 point, it does have value. It's fairly close. And there's the big double 5 swing.
Yeah.
And And my game is so good that I really should be worried about the anti-joker.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the double three was straightforward. And the 6-1 was bring another builder. And the 4-3 hit and step up. And then you completed the closeout, and that was pretty much it for that game.
Yeah.
All right. And then the final game. So 4-2, 4-2, dueling 4-2s, 6-1, and the 5-4. It did slightly prefer running. I guess this leaves the 20 points slotted, and it,
Yeah, it's a better, yeah, and it's a better play. I thought the score might swing it, but
yeah.
I guess it. Oh, well, hold it. I want to look at Gammon's adverse Gammons. Oh, okay. I was wrong on the adverse Gammons.
The other way.
Yeah, my play gets gammoned more, not less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like if you have an anchor slotted, it's good when it works.
Yeah, except it's not going to get slotted very long. Very long.
Right. Okay, so the 3-2 was hit and cover as you discussed, and then the 3-2 was anchoring. 4-2. Yeah. Oh, these were basically,
They were a toss up.
yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then here the 4-1. The 4-1, yeah. This is the one we were talking about.
The big play still right.
Very close, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're close, 18 millipoints.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
But that's the thing. I think you were telling me this once, Kit, is like a lot of the times people make errors. They don't identify the top plays. But what I notice about the two of you and many of the top players is you always identify these top plays. Like,
No, I don't. No, we don't.
Not
well,
always.
not always, but no one's perfect.
I
But a
mean,
lot more than,
this position, it's not very hard. There are only two
right.
plays, and they just all jump out at you. But for a lot of them, yeah, the best players in the world can totally overlook the best play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I also wanted to mention that at this score, yes, gammons are valuable for the trailer. But again, it's not like this is gammon go for the trailer, you know, because when you think about a single game loss gives the trailer 0. A single game win makes the score 4-2 post Crawford, which is he won't have the free drops. They'll be just like 2 away Crawford. They'll be 32% match winning chance. So the single game swing is from 0 to 32. And if I win a gammon, it makes it 4-3 Crawford, post Crawford. I'm trailing. So that gives me like 49%. So the gammon value is like 17 over 32, only a little more than 1/2.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is how you can look this up on XG.
You can
Okay.
always look this up. Yeah.
Yeah, so what you're saying, John, is that the importance of gammons isn't nearly as important as it were, say, 2 away, 1 away, Crawford.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's worth a little more than a normal money game. That's
But
all.
not much more. I guess I've been overestimating that. Okay.
But
Some people say it's a gammon go score, but it's not a true gammon go score. I say it's a
Right.
gammon go like score because it's like gammon go, but not completely.
Well, it's like it in that you don't care whether you get gammon.
right.
Right.
The value, that part's the same.
Yeah.
But the value of winning the gammon isn't as much.
Yeah. So all right.
All right.
That's worth knowing.
That was force, and then the 6-2 was good. The 5-1 hit twice, very good, and double 3, that was the roll.
Yeah.
4-2. Yeah, these two plays were relatively close. Guess you had to play
What,
safe
8-4, 1 out.
a
Okay.
little bit. Yeah, 19 millipoints.
Yeah, I would have made the other, but it was close.
Okay. And this was the 2 down, and the 6-2. Yep, it was right to hit on the 15 for the reasons you discussed.
Uh-huh.
And the 2-1 comes in and hits, and then you couldn't come in, and the 5-1 you started to get things moving.
Yeah.
5-3. Yeah, the hit wasn't the end of the world, but it wasn't the right.
Yeah, good assessment, John.
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
Sometimes that outfield means a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes. Okay, and then made the 9 point as you discussed. And the 5-1. Okay, again, you looked at the top 2 plays.
Yeah. Real close. Yeah.
Yeah. And this was a distant third.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the 4-3. Okay, yeah, these were all close. Okay. And 5-4 running away. Double 2. Okay, yeah, so the switching play was basically tied. They're virtually tied.
Oh, okay.
And then the 6-3, 5-1 you had to hit, and then couldn't come in. 6-1 you covered. Okay, so here you had a few interesting choices. The 5-4 points on head. Double 1 was awkward. You had to double shift. And 3-2 you brought 2 down for the reasons you discussed.
That was right, huh? Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, good play. All right.
And this
Yeah.
one, it liked getting things moving with this.
What was my play? What was the equity on it?
13-5.
Oh, okay.
It's 0.04.
Yeah, I guess what's going on here is that the gain from 11-5 just isn't there. You know, just the fact that it gets two checkers close where they can then move into position next turn is enough to swing it. You know,
Yeah.
plus the avoidance of jokers.
Okay. And
Sort of.
then
Yeah, okay.
5-2, you started to get things moving, brought one to within range.
So I got that one right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then your hit, and then the 3-1 was there, and then stepping up. And then it was 6-1. All these top plays were close, 9-8.
Well,
But-
no, my play wasn't right.
Yeah, it liked the 22.
Oh,
Yeah,
22-16.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Well, no, do you see the reason? It's a double force swing.
Right. Yeah, this duplicates the double 4s everywhere.
Not duplicates it. It doesn't let him point on me and with his hit, point on me in the inner board.
Right.
In other words, that's the only way he can get back in the game.
Double 4.
That's the
This would be
swing.
a
That's
1,
the swing.
2,
That's
3,
the swing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't see that.
And then the 4-3 was hitting and coming down. 5-2, you had to continue the blitz. And 5-1, you covered, and that was pretty much all she wrote.
Yeah.
Okay, what a great match. Well played. A lot of interesting positions. I certainly learned a lot. I feel like I'm the one who learns the most from these because I do the videos with all of you. So like it's like I have to express my gratitude to both of you. Thank you. What are your thoughts about the match? Let's start with John, please.
Well, you know, it was like a lot of matches, whoever gets the better luck is a pretty clear favorite, you know. And you know, I noticed that on Galaxy a lot, that even if I win the PR by a huge amount, if the opponent has just a decent amount of luck, they win. And
Yeah.
so you know, I did my best, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. I tell people the most important things are to have fun and learn, and I always
Yeah.
feel like we accomplished both of those.
Yeah.
Your thoughts about the match, Kit?
Yeah, obviously I had way the better of the dice, and what that shows is, I made a lot of errors, but those errors didn't cost the match.
Yeah.
And
also, in my opinion, it's harder to play a match that you win with a real low PR than it is to play a match you lose with a low PR, because frequently when you're losing the match, your plays are pretty obvious. Like, say you're playing some sort of holding game, well, you just wait there and build up your board. You're not going to make any huge mistakes. Whereas the side that's winning, you have all these, cube decisions are a bit more difficult, I think, for the leader than the loser. And also the checker plays, like, even in that last game where Kid had a big edge, he still has to decide exactly when do you break off the anchor to get your back checkers closer to the rest of your army, or when do you bring down another builder. These are difficult to figure out sometimes.
have you seen any statistics to back up that claim?
No, I haven't, but I've never really looked for them.
Yeah, in other words, basically all you'd have to look at is just 1,000 matches and see how often, what percentage of the time the person with the better PR was the loser versus the winner. And that's all you'd have to look at, really. I've never seen any statistics on it either, and I know I intuitively feel the same way as you do, but I wonder
Okay.
if it's valid or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it is, but it sounds like like you say, intuitively you think so, but
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't have any proof. No.
wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing to that at all, or it might even be the other way. But if you had just took some statistics of just any random 1,000 matches, doesn't even matter who's involved, and just check, percentage wins, the percentage of the time the winner had the better PR, and the percentage of the time the loser had the better PR.
Yeah.
And so, according to your estimate, you would think that the loser would have the better PR maybe 54% of the time or something like that. And it might well be, or it might not be at all. I don't know. I just don't know if anybody's, run
I
numbers like
don't know
that.
if anyone has either. Yeah.
Yeah.
If any of the viewers have done that, let me know. Put it in the
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be good.
That would be good. Okay, so one question I ask in this series, and I've asked Kit before, so I'll ask you, John, is this is the Grandmaster series. So the question is, say one of the viewers is a strong player, almost a Grandmaster, but not quite there. What would you recommend to that player to improve to get to the Grandmaster level?
Take lessons from me.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I would say combination of things. Read many of the great books that are out there. And study, read the USBGF magazine, read through the articles there. What else? I don't know. Those are the main things that come to me off the top of my head.
Good advice. Do you have anything to add, Kit?
I think, the important thing is, analyze, look at your games. And when you make a serious error, don't worry too much about the little errors, but when you make a serious error, try to understand what the theme is involved. Where was your thinking wrong? Where did you have the priorities wrong? And, sort of, you can't memorize positions, at least I can't, but, sort of, build in your mind sort of reference types of positions where, yeah, I've seen something similar to this, and in positions similar to this play was correct for this reasons. Now, what's different about this position, which might change things, and so on. I mean, a lot of this, I think, has to be subconscious. I don't know that you can really, consciously do that. You just sort of, have to look at it and just know what feels right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay, well, thank you for that. Thank you for your time. Do you have any final comments before we conclude? Let's start with Kit at the top, please.
No, fine.
All
Enjoy
right.
the match.
Yep.
Likewise, John, any final comments from you?
No, it was fun, and hopefully the viewers learned something from it. So
I sure did. I know that. At least I
They
think I
always
did.
do. Like, I think this is the most popular series because number one, I get the most viewer feedback. They learn the most from players like you, and even like yeah, you play all the time, and it's like an enjoyable experience because you see other top players, and there's always something to learn. So great. Thank you again, both, for your time. It's always a pleasure to see both of you. You both have an open invitation to return at your convenience. We'll go ahead and conclude the video. Thank you to the viewers for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll work on it. Again, if you love Backgammon, you can become a member of this channel, giving you exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. If you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. Until then, keep rolling your dice.